And we are recording.
Hello. Welcome back to Idiots Get Together and Play D&D. We didn't do a lot. We finished traveling to the supposed corpse dam, and wow, that was a lot of corpses. We took care of that. We took care of the very ugly dead things that were causing the dam. And we had the very unfortunate time of finding Darkalian's dead family's body. That's it, friends. We reburied some family members and got on our boat after dealing with the dead things. Wow, isn't that awful? Ta-da!
Woohoo!
Then we continue our journey. Back to Sarnath. Yes. Oh, we also found our wonderful Captain Bale. Yeah, he must be called Captain while on a ship.
Yeah.
With his damn hat. Yes.
To be clear, though, it doesn't specify it has to be in a reverent or respectful tone.
Oh no, it just has to be said a captain.
Yeah, he just must be addressed as captain.
All right. Well, you guys finish out the day after destroying the corpse dam and killing the corpse collectors. And the following day, break out into the open ocean. Which way you head?
Sarnath way?
North.
Yeah, we gotta meet with K2's people first.
Oh.
And that's like straight north. Into open waters.
Wherever K2's.
North. Alright. Since this is not something that I set up, how long would you estimate the journey is?
I would say it wouldn't be until like the third day on open sea that we would start to see the storm.
Okay. The storm.
And
All right.
then we go directly into the storm.
Woo! Storm. Alright.
Yes. This definitely checks out with Salvix's sailor sensibilities of, yes, this is a good thing to do.
Well, would anybody like to do anything the first 3 days of open sea travel?
I don't know anything explicitly. I think I've mostly covered all the shit that I want to get taken care of. That I can, at least.
No.
I have no plans for anything. I'm going to be staying in my room for a couple days.
It's fair.
Oh my god, I go on a fucking every now and then during these 3 days it's a Tom Eric hunt to make sure see if he's on the ship or not.
Okay.
If something weird happens, tell American. And it could literally just be, oh, something fell. Damn. Must not have tied it down. Nope. Tell American.
Sure.
Yeah. That's it, boo. That's it.
That's it, boo. Okay.
That's it, boo.
Would anybody like to inform Thale of what he missed in his absence?
Mhm.
Of course we do. I thought that was already implied. I
I
did
mean,
not.
he hasn't been with us this entire time.
He's been there physically, just not mentally.
Yeah, listen, Thales got us descended from on high or out of the coiled out of the shadows and just ripped his soul out for a good few weeks. That's why he's been non-conversational.
And then the other day, she just comes back with like a little like plush toy of Thale, and just like, I'm done with him, and just throws him at us.
Just throws it at Thales' shuffling body and It's like the same popping noise that like the confetti poppers make.
It hurt a lot more than that, though. Very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Alright. So, what has changed? Well, we're on a ship. If you hadn't noticed that yet. We are rendezvousing with some of my countrymen to hand over the Sarnathi ship that you find yourself on to them so that they can reverse engineer it. They will be giving us one of their vessels to return to Sarnath on, along with all of the mercenaries that we brought with us from Cardinal's Retreat. Just the other day, before we got into open waters, there was a giant dam of dead bodies in the river that was being built by some kind of monstrosity creatures. We killed the creatures and blew up the dam. And what else? Briar's relationship status has changed, and I think that's about it.
Change to
Wow.
I feel like that Salvage just has an expression of just like,
oh, okay, all right. No, that's it. Okay,
It's complicated.
Oh, that sounds like the same as it's always been then.
No.
No.
Before it was joke, it's complicated. Now it's sad, it's complicated.
Yes.
That is.
It was. It's complicated. Parentheses.
Funny.
Ironic. Now it is.
It's complicated.
It's
No
complicated.
parentheses.
Parentheses serious.
It's complicated. Silly.
I don't think I'll be asking her about this.
That's a good call. Yeah.
Well, sounds like we've, I don't know, had an eventful past few weeks, or days, or however long I've been absent. But yes, I'm glad to see that you all are at least physically well. And I look forward to continuing our important work.
We also prayer almost died.
Again.
Yeah.
It's on the bingo card.
Yeah, free space.
Well, yeah, well. I look forward to meeting your people, Keiju.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the first 3 days, then, you have your conversations, and Tom Eric watches, of which you do not find him.
Okay.
That's more concerning than finding him.
Yeah, you don't even notice his presence, if there is one.
I understand that Tom Eric subscribes to the uncertainty principle, but like, I would rather know where he is than how fast he's going.
Well, the funny thing about Tom Eric is that he is always accelerating and decelerating at the same time.
Yeah, that checks out.
And on the third day, you spot a large storm ahead of you.
Full speed ahead into the storm.
Awful. Okay.
Well, I'll be going below deck. I don't care for this.
Is this convenient cover for a rendezvous, or...
That was just the directions I was told. It's head north and then go directly into the storm.
Hmm. Alright.
All right. You travel for another day in the storm. Thankfully, your ship is well built to survive such conditions, and it's not like it's going to capsize in this storm. It's not that powerful of a storm. And after your continued day of travel, you spot a small fleet of ships.
Directly in the eye of the storm.
Correct. Which, for anybody keeping up at home, means that the storm is approximately 2 days length wide.
Goofy.
Woo!
Big stormage.
I send up a couple signal flares some fire bolts, one that's blue and one that's silver.
All right. You approach, setting up the signal flares, and one of the ship in front would respond in kind with their own flares. What directing you toward them?
Perfect.
And they would move so that you could basically park your boat next to theirs.
Alright, let's just get the ship and we'll just put that in park. Alright.
Parallel park it, drop the anchor. And the anchor, what did it hit? Oh, looks like a big creature. Guess we're going with it. Goodbye.
Jesus.
Ah, shit, we can't park here. This is the handicap part of the sea.
I'll let you take over for as much of this as you want, Mike.
Sure, yeah. So we dock with one of the ships. Essentially the ship that we are going to be taking ourselves.
Yeah.
And
I was gonna say commandeering, but that's not quite right.
Yeah, trading.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not taking it over, we're just exchanging.
Yeah. Something to note is that of the fleet, the ship that we are transferring over to seems to be one of the few ships that actually has sails. And you can see the crew gets to work to basically move all of the cargo onto the new ship.
Mm-hmm. Move all our shit to their ship, move all their shit to ours. Not that we necessarily have a whole lot.
Yeah. I need to go speak with the Admiral. Does anybody want to come with me? It's not really a secret meeting.
I would prefer to, yes.
Okay. Secret tunnel?
In a ship? That doesn't sound very watertight.
There's
At all.
tunnels on a ship, I'd be impressed.
Really big ship.
I'm sorry, that's just the first thing I thought of.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just really funny.
Yeah, that wasn't Serenix, that was Krista. Even though it is 100% something that Serenix would do.
Alright, so...
Secret meeting.
So me, Salvix, Serenix, anybody else want to go?
I definitely won't be going.
Alright, Darkali is staying. I'm assuming Briar is staying, just because of her own stuff as well.
I'll come along.
Okay. Cool. Then yeah, I will cast. Would it be a 6th level fly spell to get the 4 of us? Sounds right.
Yes.
Is it? Is it?
Because it's
One
3rd
and
level
two.
for 1, and then
Yeah.
plus 1
And
per
then
level,
plus one,
so it'd be
yeah.
another 3.
Oh, yeah, to do. For some reason, I had it in my head. Oh, for the 6 of us, and I was like, wait, no, for the 4. Yes.
Well,
Yep.
My character sheet is weird.
Weird.
It's all buggy. And
Gotta work the bugs out.
by buggy I mean it's not letting me go to the character sheet itself. It's just the character window.
Oh, yeah, that is weird.
Sus.
Just refresh roll 20 here.
I was about to suggest that.
Let me just reload my browser here. The fuck? Okay, there we go. Just had to reload the browser, I guess. Which is super weird because I literally just did that before we started playing them, but that's fine. Alright. So, the four of us go flying off towards the flagship of the fleet. And as we land, you can see different like the military kind of like salute towards K2 as he lands. And he just walks past them as if he doesn't really care.
Actually, I don't remember if K2 has told the new people about his status.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. So Salvage is definitely like,
What?
you go to the military? like not questioning it at the moment, but just like, huh. Be weird if he was.
And he leads the way into the ship. What would be kind of like the captain's quarters, I guess. But you can see it's been made more into kind of like a war room. And there's several uniformed sailors kind of going about. You can see there's like a map of the continent that is mostly accurate. Like it's kind of like the shape is the same general size, but there's like there's like little spots that don't quite seem to scale, but it's not really seen. Like there's not it's not like set up really to be to scale. It's more just like a general map for like troop movements.
Mm.
And you can see that it's focused mostly on the channel of the Sarnathi Sea between Sarnath and the mainland.
Mm-hmm.
As we all enter, It's weird saying we, but whatever, it's fine.
Yeah. Playing DM,
It's
but
like
also
you
being
go
a
into
character within it.
like DM mode, but then you're
No,
also
yeah.
one of the people.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah, as we all enter, like those nearby, all kind of like stop what they're doing and salute again towards K2, which this time he just kind of like lazily like waves his hand aside and they go back to work.
Yeah, just like, yeah, whatever, I don't care.
Just
Yeah.
a slow look at fucking Salmix while mouthing like, what the fuck?
He's Salvik shrugs.
And he walks up to he walks up to a large figure of a middle-aged half-orc gentleman in full admiral regalia. Not like like all the medals and all the bullshit like that, but like you can clearly tell this guy's in charge. Like his uniform is slightly more
more like the actual
like
effective wartime.
Yeah, there's like a different tread to it, where like everybody's else looks like they were like their uniforms were like mass produced. Like his is like specially fitted for him.
Right.
Yeah. And K2 walks up to the admiral, who turns away from the war table, and they clasp arms. K2 says, "I was like, Admiral Bradshaw, glad you can make it." And Admiral Bradshaw, the half-orc, says, "Well, Lord Fulton, it's when I heard that you had come into possession of one of these Sarnathi vessels, I had to see it for myself. But seems you were able to find us.
Keys.
Have you had a chance to take a look at how the war effort is going between the mainlanders and the Sarnathi?" K2 says, "I've been trying to get my intel where I could, but it's all been kind of hazy. Why don't you give me a rundown?" Josh?
The war has basically been at a standstill the entire time. Currently, on the isle where Cosmodual is, which they would only really know it as just the in-between island, or the contested land, as it would be more referred to as. The mainland has half of it, and Sarnath has the other half. So it's literally just they're sitting there in a non-militarized function.
Limbo.
Yeah, they're just waiting for the other side to make the first move, basically. It seems neither side is willing to do so. So they're just hanging out at this point. But nobody's made any invasion attempts. Nobody's done anything. They're just hanging out.
What about ship-to-ship combat? Are they just like blockading each other?
Pretty much. Yeah, there isn't any open warfare in the seas.
So they're just waiting for the first spark, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
I don't exactly think the mainland would like to start a war, especially on an island with Sonath. Considering on the seas, Sonath has a superiority, and even if they do take the island, if Sonath isn't interested in necessarily retaining what's on it, they could just use their ships to bombard it. Neutralize the position by making it irrelevant.
All right. Well, seeing how tensions seem to be rising high, I think it's for the best that we finish resupplying here and head back to the people that we left in New Sarnath. There's a new storm on the horizon. And I'm sure once the Sarnathi Navy finds out what's going on their mainland, tensions might kind of die down around this random nameless island. Who knows, Admiral? You might not even need to stick around much longer. Admiral Bradshaw kind of thinks about that, and he says, well, it would be nice to get a good night's rest without having to listen to thunder off in the distance. This whole smoke and mirror show of hiding inside a storm doesn't sit well with me. But
Shouldn't sit well with any man of the seas.
rightly so. It's unnatural. But
Impressive.
that's what.
Yes.
What's that?
Impressive, but yes, unnatural.
Yeah, well, I guess that's what Empire ingenuity will get you. Sorry, our empire, not yours.
I figured as much. We haven't manifested such control over the elements. Our control of elemental energies is more individual. Yes, we probably should be heading back as soon as possible. The sooner we can turn to our other affairs, the faster we can put an end to the detente before it sparks into full-blown war. More blood needs to be spilled endlessly.
Yes. War is something that you do want to prevent. Of course, when the need arises, we'll be here. Just on the storm's edge. So, know while you all get down to whatever chaos Lord Fulton has planned for your country, know that you do have allies willing to step in to help pick up the pieces afterwards.
I
Well,
should hope I wouldn't have to come to that, but it would be good to have them, yes.
yeah. Well, Admiral, we don't want to overstay our welcome. We will see you on the other side. He nods, and K2 moves to leave, kind of ushering you guys out as well.
Mm-hmm.
More sailors salute K2 as he leaves, and he just like, at this point, he just kind of like gives like a sigh, like, Jesus, come on.
Guys, we just did this like 10 minutes ago.
You have been at sea for months. Why are you so stuck up?
But deep down inside, K2 fucking loves it.
Well, I don't think this is the kind of attention K2 likes. K2 likes getting attention because he's pretty, not because people think he's owed it.
Yeah. K2 likes the style of attention where rich, powerful people like other lords and the admiral believe he's on the same level as them, when no.
When no, yeah.
he that was not how the stature he was born into, but he fucking lied his way into it.
Right.
But now that he's up here, like anybody that tries to like kind of like kiss up to him, just like, no, stop.
I lied my way into this, damn it. Fuck
It's
you.
like, we don't do this here. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like I'm no better than you, even if I can rain down fire from the sky.
If that's what I want to do, I can also make it something else. I can also make it acid or poison.
Anyway,
Giant poison-covered rocks.
giant
From the
poison
skies.
boulders.
I think that makes sense.
Yes.
No, it's not. It's not even a. It's not even a meteor at that point. It's just giant poisonous frog body.
Supermassive poison dart frog.
Obviously, the answer is an airplane flies overhead and lets out a bunch of snakes.
No, Josh, that's venomous. It's different.
Ah!
They can also only do that only if they also release one Samuel L. Jackson.
Well, yeah, he's the one. He's the one that got the snakes off the plane.
Not true.
So sorry I chimed in and steered the conversation this way with so few words.
Yeah.
It happened.
It's
Anyway,
bound to happen eventually.
Yeah, we're good at that.
anyway, we leave and return to our new ship.
Yeah, like as we're flying back,
Which-
just Lord.
Edward. When did you get here?
Did I say that? I meant Salix.
You said Edward. Yeah.
I meant Salix.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, just Lord Fulton.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
In my home country, I'm a marquis, a count.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Oh, no.
Yep. I I usually don't like to bring that up, especially outside of the homeland.
Fair enough. That's it. Yeah, it wasn't so much like a derisive, like, how dare you lie to us. It was more of like, oh, that's the situation. Okay. But yeah, we,
It's like I've already shown to be an eccentric rich person.
yeah, like,
After a few minutes of you guys arriving back on the ship, Commander Maravane would come up from below deck and approach you all. Specifically, he would approach Salvix and Serenix, and he'd say, "Well, the good news is that I don't believe the Sarnathi vessels, specifically the Admiral, would be aware of such a discreet meeting location given the storm." So
But
he
I
said,
feel like there's bad points to this.
no bad points, just an update as to what we've noticed, and that's no presence of Sarnathi out here. We haven't
That's
seen any
good.
ships for 2 days.
Likely.
Probably do more watching the coast, knowing there's not really a strong naval presence in this part of the world other than their own.
And that's entirely possible. Although this far away, it's not even the Sarnathi vessels typically travel this far, unless they're protecting something, like a trade vessel or something of the sort. And given the size of the storm, it's likely they wanted to stay away.
Then the storm served its exact purpose.
We'll be emerging as a merchant class vessel anyways, correct?
Correct. The probably not the best to go in under the colors of a foreign military, so I made sure that the ship that we'd be getting would be a merchant class vessel. So even if we did decide to show the colors of my homeland, it would still be under the guise of someone looking to sell wares instead of start a revolution.
I should assume we also then have false cargo.
Yeah, we already had some cargo from the Sarnathi vessel, and there was already some cargo on the ship to make it look like we coming from places more exotic.
To be more convincing about the part we're playing.
Exactly.
Alright. I feel like I might have had something to say, but I can't remember it at the moment, so.
Alright. Well, if everybody's ready, I will let the captain know that we are good to shove off and head back towards the mainland.
Alright. So you guys head back toward the mainland. Are you headed to say south, or are you going to try to head toward Sarnath?
I mean, we would probably go like southeast, like not quite miss Gillimore. Like we would kind of like go
More
around
south than
Gillimore.
east.
Yeah. Yeah. Like we don't want to go straight south again just to go right back to the river. Like we would go like diagonally and hit the north coast and then follow that past Gillimore.
Okay, so okay, sounds good. So after, it would take you 4 days to get down to the coast again. Is there anything anybody would like to accomplish in those 4 days?
No.
I'm good.
Other than, getting used to not wearing armor after wearing armor for so long.
Yeah. It would take you another
Weird.
5 days to reach the top of Gillimore.
Reach the horn.
Yep.
The Gillahorn.
Ah!
Alright. Anybody that would like to can make a perception check.
Sure, let's see what this
Amazing.
fucking question mark and exclamation point are. Oh god, Gillimore is falling from the sky.
Wow.
And oddly enough, directly at us.
Woo, that one!
Oh god.
Hold on.
Holding on.
Alright. The next person gets a -3 to the roll.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so 13 for Dale.
Oh.
My shadow just pulls Thale's like hat down over his eyes when he's looking around.
So Salvix,
Mm.
you would notice, unironically, as K2, as Mike was joking,
Oh god.
yeah, as you're passing by, you hear what sounds like a loud boom,
Uh-huh.
coming from the shore to the south, and you watch, as you glance over, you watch as one of the smaller islands floating in of Gillimore just collapses in on itself, and then basically forming a very compact meteor before plummeting to the ground.
What the fuck?
Is this
Hey,
like... Yeah, what's up?
One of the islands of Gilmore just compacted on itself and fell from the sky.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Is this like a, This is like something that just like happens, or is it like, does it take time to happen? Is there a way that we could like do something, or is it just like reaction time?
This particular one is reaction time.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got
Yeah,
it.
it's one of the very small floating islands.
I
so
cast shield on the entire city of Gillimore.
Yeah, this island itself is no bigger than like a dinner table. So it's not like one of the massive floating islands. It's one of the smaller rock formations.
Oh, like one of like the little like pieces of debris just kind of stuck in the ground.
Basically,
exactly. Yeah.
Got it. All right.
Yep.
Should we be
That
concerned about
is
that?
not ideal. No. Yeah. Maybe we should check in with Fisseldorf, see what's going on.
Yes. Perhaps we should do so hastily, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's at this moment that you see several flares being shot from the islands of Gillimore into the air.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah, let's go see what's going on. start drawing a teleportation circle on the deck of the ship.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was about to ask if we risk taking the time to actually go to the shore when you start doing that. All right, never mind. We'll anchor here.
All right. Yeah, you weigh anchor, and after 10 minutes, the teleportation circle is complete.
We jump through the portal.
You jump through it to the teleportation circle in Fizzledorf's laboratory. And the first thing that you notice when you appear at the teleportation circle is a very distinguishable creaking sound coming from everywhere.
Oh, that's ominous.
As if gravity is basically weighing in on every part individually,
Yes.
rather than as a collective downward force. Do we also kind of experience that effect, or?
You yourselves do not feel gravity's shifted at all. But it is very apparent in the sound that is coming from both the structure and the island itself.
Oh, so many concerning sounds.
Yeah,
And you hear from the other room, "It doesn't make sense!"
I just go running off towards the sound of Fizzledorf's voice. And like,
Sal makes me about to say we should go find your Fizzledorf.
yeah, I just come running around the corner like, Professor, what the fuck?
Yeah, you see the professor on the ground as his stilts have kind of collapsed in on themselves, and he's sitting there trying to put them back together, but they are just in dozens of pieces. He just goes, "I don't have time for this," and he takes them off and throws them against a wall.
Yeah, no shit, you don't have time for this. The sky is falling.
As you come running into the room, he's like pushing himself back up onto his feet before his legs get a little shaky. He's like, "Oh, adventurers! Why are you here? Have you come to help with the..."
Yeah, we just happened to be passing by and we saw a piece of the floating earth moat just fall to the ground. What's going on? What's happening to the
Oh dear.
gravitational matrix?
Well, your convenient timing aside, I don't think it's the Matrix itself.
Oh.
The Matrix is perfectly stable, which makes me think that this island is fine, albeit a little uneasy. But the other ones surrounding it, especially the smaller ones, which have not sustained the same level of stability that this island has, may be at risk of falling. And it sounds like, oh Lord, it sounds like it's begun. As you hear another. I don't have sound effects.
How'd that go again?
Fizzledorf, stop making sounds with your mouth and tell me how we fix this.
Sorry, reenactment.
What's happening?
I'm worried that there's something in the area that has offset the gravitational pull from the sphere to something further to the ground, or maybe perhaps underground. So if you could find out what that is and shoo it away, move it, if it's whatever it happens to be.
So there's something in the ground or underground
That's
that
causing
could
an
be...
anomaly, pulling things back toward the surface.
Interesting. All right.
So the magic that made you go up is now making you go back down.
No, similar magic to what made us go up. But it could be a reverse pull. It would be the only thing that makes sense.
This
My
is one of
recommendation,
the,
if you could find it on the ground somewhere, remember the last time you were here? There was a hammer.
Right.
If you could find that hammer, it's down there. It's heavy, but it's probably in a crater somewhere. If you could find it and bring that with you, that might help. Whatever is going on, because it should offset the gravity from that with the gravity from it, which might balance it to then not have everything crashing toward the earth.
Okay.
Serenix positively vibrating at the mention of hammer.
So,
Bonky stick?
okay, so find hammer, find the passage underground, find source of disturbance, fix.
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
I'll be here. The ground shakes a little bit, uneasily, but
He's become too self-reliant on his stilts.
He has.
Take care, good to the north.
Who are you?
dude.
Who are you? Oh god. Alright,
I recognize my former student. Who the hell are the rest of you? We've been here before.
Fine bears.
Why?
What's that thing with fur?
God.
I'm
Cool.
not even sure who he's talking about.
Briar.
Briar.
You were here when that happened.
That doesn't mean he remembers.
Oh god. Anyway,
You got a lot of shit going on.
I thought he was talking about like the owlbear. I was like, but the owlbear's not here anymore. And also, you met the owlbear once before.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh man. All right, let's go take the lift back down to the surface.
Provided that works.
You're right.
Well,
It could have also
good
been
thing,
nice.
good thing I've got Featherfall. Just had to double check that.
Yeah, fair.
As
right.
Tori would say, I've got a spell for everything.
You guys walk to the island that the lift is on, and you walk closer to it, and you feel strange. The first thing that you notice is the lift seems to have a stronger pull.
Oh.
So as you
yay.
walk close to it, I need all of you to make strength saves.
Wait, like the lift has a gravitational pull of
Has
its
a
own?
reverse pull, yeah.
Do I have disadvantage because I'm flying?
Yes.
I have nothing to hold on to.
Yep.
No.
Oh god.
It's fine. It's
I mean, so far this makes the most sense.
it's fine.
Oh,
I mean, yeah. Like of to Thale, I was the only one that carries like a weapon that I could reasonably anchor into the ground.
Oh, you know what? Actually, though, Josh,
Yeah.
I do have my chain of a movable object wrapped around me.
Oh yeah, 'cause it's permanent now.
Yeah, it's permanent now, and so I can push on it.
You would be unable to be moved.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
like, I don't know
yeah,
how much
it's like-
force this is pulling on.
If it's pulling on you with 20,000 pounds of force, you have much worse things to worry about than being
Yeah,
sucked
I mean,
into.
I'm just gonna get ripped out of that chain then.
You're gonna get ripped in half.
It's not pulling that hard.
Okay.
For some reason, I have to also relaunch my browser for Roll20.
Weird.
I was trying to open a Briar sheet, but
Were you getting the same thing where it just like says like character sheet, bio and info, attributes and abilities?
yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking that was what was happening for me. It was so weird.
Yeah.
It was just like the hyperlinks for them, and then you click on it, nothing happens.
Yeah. Okay, good. There we go. All right, strength save.
Why is she at disadvantage?
Because it was clicked automatically, I guess.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
because she was exhausted for a while.
But
No
she-
other
Doesn't matter.
exhaustion.
She
Yeah,
also
doesn't
was.
matter.
I don't think she's been level 3 exhausted for a while.
Yeah, I don't. You know,
Yeah.
especially because it's
Either
been
way.
8 days that you've been out at sea.
Yeah,
Either way, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Her first roll was a 5, so.
that is true.
So Briar and Serenix.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, before I go further, did you guys come and get me before you teleported?
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah,
then I
we
guess
all-
I should roll too.
Oh yeah, you
yeah. If Briar is there, then you're definitely there.
Yeah. All right. So Briar and Serenix and Darkalion.
Oh god.
The three of you are pulled off of your feet into the grav lift and hurled at the ground.
Oh god.
The ground is 200 feet away,
Hi. It's a...
and you. Yeah, you'd be within 60 feet as you slowly descend to the ground. After being initially launched about 30 feet before you feel this catch on you.
yeah, before the catch happens, it's just very much like the caught off. Oh, son of a bitch! Fuck! And then just, hey guys, this is awful.
Oh, so for instance, you would have taken that doubled.
Doubled. Oh my god.
Yeah, because of the acceleration.
Right.
So yeah, you land safely with no issues.
Oh my god.
The three of you may also make perception checks because you have 3 rounds in the air before you reach the ground. So if
Wait,
you'd like to spot a crater where there's a potentially a hammer.
Oh, the 3 of us that didn't fall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my bad. I mixed up the wrong 3.
Yeah, I also thought you meant the 3 people that
Well,
fell.
all of you could actually, because
Okay.
yeah, they have 3 rounds that they're in the air that they could look around, and you guys are above ground, so.
Woo! Luckily, the ominous will only happens once.
All right, so the 4 of you are able to spot a small crater off toward the east that is just outside the city, where it looks like there wouldn't be a. It's not an impact crater from one of the small islands falling.
Did you say to the east?
Yeah.
Isn't that ocean?
No. There's a small trough of land to the
Oh,
east. It's
interesting.
not.
I
nothing
assumed
on it.
I assumed the Earth moat was like directly over like the northeastern point of the peninsula.
Nope. It's actually just inward.
Interesting. All right. Someone
Yeah.
say something. I didn't see it.
There's a crater off to the east. I think that might be where the hammer is.
Oh.
It's on the outskirts of the city, if I'm not mistaken.
Well. That was easier than I was expecting. I thought I was gonna have to fly over the entire city looking for it.
No, I just had to lie towards the ground over the city to find it.
All right then. Once we catch up with the others that got flung off, let's
Yeeted
go
into
over
the
there.
universe.
Yay!
To the universe.
How are the others of you getting down?
Well, we can take the lift, can't we?
If you want to get hurled into the void.
Oh,
I
the
mean, I
lift
can
is what
just
sent them
hover.
off?
The lift is
Yeah.
what sent them, yeah.
Oh. Well. Technically, I can target 2 other people with the with the feather fall, and it lasts a minute. So if you guys just want to jump, and I'll meet you down there.
Fair enough.
Didn't get hurt, right?
No.
You cannot choose them because they would not be currently falling.
Oh, it has to be currently
Yeah,
falling
5
people?
falling creatures within range.
Yep.
That's a strange specification, but
No, it makes sense.
it makes sense.
So just
Interesting.
jump before it.
Well, they would have
Alright.
to jump using a reaction, which,
Just let the void take you. It's fine.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll just cast it again.
Yeah,
But you have to jump first.
yeah, basically.
So
That's fine.
Wait, because I have a hover speed, can I fall?
you could will
Like that?
yourself to fall. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Like you can focus on your little on your hover speed to just cut out for a sec. But then it wouldn't be a controlled descent is the problem. But then I cast this on you to make it a controlled descent.
Yeah. Either way.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
You all need
Yeah,
to
yeah.
hit the ground.
Yeah. Either way, we go to ground.
Cool.
Alright. And you make your way east as people are making their way southwest, fleeing the city.
What a surprise.
Yeah.
God, I would hope so.
There's a portion of the walk where you have to cover your mouths, as there's tons of dust and rock. Well, not rock, but dust in the air.
Me and Darkalion are fine with our masks.
Yep.
And eventually you guys leave the eastern section of the city, walking out into the very short-ranged or short-lived continuation of plains on the eastern tip, northeastern tip of the continent, before coming across a small crater with a large hammer in the middle of it.
Hammer. Me. Neum.
Yeah, you begin making your way toward the hammer, and it is exactly the same as it was before. A silvered metallic hue. And as you reach it, it looks like it has been here since the last time that you were at Fizzledorf's, where he threw it out the door.
That's right.
I totally forgot about that. I was like, how did the hammer get here? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah,
Alright.
fine. No! Shut up, God! I'll fucking kill you.
Fucking
No.
Christ.
No, you won't, but it's cute that you think so.
I will find you and I will disprove you with science.
Alright, anyways, they have their fun. Whatever. Hammer.
Are you picking up the hammer?
I'm sure shit gonna fucking try again.
Make a strength check.
Oh, that's
Bardic inspiration. K2 just yells, Bardic inspiration.
Jesus.
I don't even get words of affirmation, just Bardic inspiration!
You feel inspired yet? Cernix, do you feel inspired? Do you?
Oh, what the fuck?
Well, you can add a d6 to it.
Why? Dice God! Dice God! Why?
Yeah, you go to lift the hammer and it does not budge at all.
I sit down. I am
Yeah.
sad.
Well, I suppose I can take a crack at it.
Strength check.
Alright, hold on 1 second. I might have something for this. Alright, yep. Gonna go ahead and give myself some bull strength.
I hate you.
Alright. Alright. As you attempt to lift the hammer, you also find that you are unable to move it. It does not budge.
Could
Wow.
have really used that bardic inspiration there.
Oh, wait a minute. So I'm not gonna lie. Most of the conversation with Fizzendorf, I was just having a fucking cough attack because that's a new thing that's happened. He did say for us to take hammer, right?
Yeah, it was explicitly stated that it would probably help.
I mean, I'm more than willing to try again. Does anyone have anything that
Magic
might
hammer, though.
help me out?
Guidance.
There you go, you can add a
Lest I
d4.
forget I frickin' have it.
Well, does anybody else want to try before we bring it back around?
I mean, I'll try with my
To
plus
fail
one.
here?
Oh, I also have
You can only use it once per person, but
Yeah, I ain't gonna make it.
yeah,
It's just a raw strength check, not athletics.
correct.
Maybe between Fail and Cyrenix together. And I will also cast Bull Strength on Cyrenix.
And guidance.
Okay, that
red guidance.
Alright, so you can both make checks at advantage with the d4.
Okay.
Well, only one of them will get the D4.
Well, Serenix's guidance too.
Ah, I didn't hear that, so yeah.
Yeah.
I forget about it also.
Hey.
Surprise!
Alright, cool. That plus a d4. Bet.
oof.
Yay!
Hey.
Nice. Yeah. Even still, you muster literally all of your strength, hoisting, and you manage to move it slightly, but it does not come off the ground.
Are there any inscriptions on the fucking hammer?
Swear to God.
There are not that you can see.
He is here from the back. Hit the off switch.
What if me and Serenix tried to lift it together?
We just.
I thought, yeah, that's what you. I
Yeah,
thought you
yeah.
were just doing.
I thought we were making two separate attempts on our own.
No.
No, I just gave you basically quadruple advantage.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I'm running out of
I don't magic
running out
enough
of
to know
ideas.
anything. So this is
I often know further solutions than the ones we've already tried.
Yeah, just after that last one, she's just like hands on hips, turns looking like this shit ain't moving.
Okay. I mean, I could try, but it's gonna take me like an hour.
No way we can ask him in that during that time, like sending a message or something.
Well, I can send a message before I start doing what I'm gonna do. That takes an hour.
I
That's what I'm
mean,
saying. Ask him if there's something easier to do.
yeah,
Lift it.
Yeah, I'll send Fiddledorf a message to like, hey, we found the hammer. This bitch ain't moving. How do we pick it up?
Oh yes, it is very heavy to lift on your own. I would recommend taking some time to become acquainted with it before trying to lift it.
ow. Right. I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot about that that flavor.
That
Oh,
one full flavor that we weren't told about.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think he told you about it the
No.
first time that you were there.
No, he didn't actually. I remember that conversation
no,
because I wanted the hammer really bad.
No. The first time
The
being,
very first time.
Oh.
the group was there.
yeah. When you were still Rava, I was still Edward.
Yeah.
Because
either way.
Ashmere really wanted it, and he was like, "Oh, it's really fucking heavy." And Ashmere was like, "Oh, yeah." And then Ashmere tried to lift it, and I think almost broke his hand or something.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
He's like, nope, you have to study how to use the hammer.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forget all that because none of that matters for me right at this point anyway.
Yeah, that's fair.
I come back from my message and I say, someone's got to attune to it.
The
So-
fuck is that?
It means you gotta spend an hour becoming acquainted with the hammer for it to basically accept you as its wielder.
So fucking easy. Done.
This Cernix just like sits on the hammer and he's like, "Mine."
No, I
Someone
sit
else.
around the hammer.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I also don't know. I mean, it's a warhammer, right? Not a maul.
Yeah, it's a warhammer.
Okay, I was thinking more of like a maul where it would have like a proper head that if it was recruiting out, you could use it as a thief.
What is this? A mole for ants?
Fucking maybe.
The hammer is mine. Give me.
Yeah,
Hour.
that's fine. Gee, Cernix, why do you get to have two hammers? Because we want to book you.
Fuck you, that's why.
Yeah, this is much better. I was just gonna try and make it my patch weapon so I can make the strength check with charisma instead.
Yeah.
I don't believe you are currently attuned to anything
Sure
other
shit,
than your current hammer.
Well, it would be hard to be attuned to anything when we don't have any magic items other than the ones you just fucking gave us. So,
Right. So yeah, you're able to attune to it. Yeah, you're able to attune to it, no problem. And as you do, it's light as a feather. Yeah, you are
And-
easily able to lift it.
Light
With
as
a
a
finger.
feather, stiff as a hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, after
I
the
would
hour,
think
it's
so.
just like the tentative like pick
Yeah.
up and then just like squeal
Um,
of excitement.
You also, all of you currently surrounding Serenix, would notice she gets buff instantly. Like, she was already strong,
yeah, I was like, she already was.
but like, her muscles just
Damn.
expand. Serenix, your strength is currently 25.
Holy
Fuck
shit!
yeah!
Jesus.
That would have been really funny if K2 did that.
Yeah. Yeah, K2 instant bodybuilder physique.
I don't know how I feel about this.
I've gained a lot of weight, and it's all glamour muscle. I don't fit in my shirts anymore, and I'm not happy about this.
Good thing my armor is form-fitting.
You would also notice on the hammer itself, there are a series of 3, I want to say levers, but they're
Buttons,
not buttons, but they're
switches.
basically switches. Like you'd hold them down while you're yielding
Okay.
the hammer, and each of them does something different.
Do they
when you
say
swing
what
with
they
it.
do?
No.
God damn it!
Trial and error time.
And each of them does something.
So the way that it works is there is basically levers 1, 2, and 3. You can hold down a maximum of them equal to how many hands you have. So 2.
But does she have to be wielding it two-handed to do that?
Technically, yes, for the abilities that require the 2 of them to be held down.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. But it can be perfectly wielded in one hand. You would just get basically abilities 1, 2, or 3.
So what you're saying is, we need to find a creature with multiple arms and then infuse her with that creature's ability of having multiple arms.
You very well could do that. You would be able to use all 3. There is an ability that uses all 3.
Hey, look, man. I'm not saying I have a spell that gives someone 2 more arms.
No. It's perfect.
I've only ever used it like once.
I forgot about that, yeah.
The hammer itself does have a thrown range.
Oh.
Oh,
so
nice.
you can throw it, and it does return to you on
Yeah.
the throw. But only if it deals damage.
Oh.
Oh, so if it misses, it just stays over there?
If it misses, it stays. Yeah.
So I can't.
You
roll
can't.
that. Okay.
Yeah. Its normal range is 20-40.
Oh. A little shorter.
A little bit.
Would that mean that Cernix's range then replaces it?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Does it have any like bonuses to attack and damage?
That's a good question.
Okay then.
All
Not
right,
even giving
God.
us that much information. Holy shit! You realize that just means you have to watch every single attack roll she makes with it to decide the minutia of how many.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's a +3 hammer.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you get a +3 to your hit and to your damage.
Sorry, I'm trying to get all this shit down.
No, you good.
Understandable.
Big magic do bonky damage.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I will point out the strange wording of it as well. The hammer itself has to do damage to return, but that includes any of its abilities. So if there's an ability that does AoE damage, it will still return to you if thrown.
Cool. If.
Yeah. Yeah. That's when the AoE is a save and suck.
Yeah. This item is considered a legendary artifact. Go figure.
Whoa.
Okay. Alright, cool.
I will tell you, you can only use each of its abilities once per day.
Oh.
Fine. The average combat is like 3 rounds.
Well, yeah, and you've got like 7 abilities there. Each one of the buttons individually, each one of the 2 button permutations, and then hitting all 3 of them at once and praying.
Yeah.
And
Does
praying.
touching the 3rd button with her nose count?
No.
What if you just spread your hand out and just mash them real quick?
Not saying she's the type of dragonborn that has a tail, but if she did have a tail, could she use that?
No.
Okay.
I don't think it would reach far enough.
Cool. So, Anyways, it's the like tentative pickup and then like arms up in victory and then just ow. Everything's tight now.
Just a lot of like growing pains.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, your armor's probably not magical, is it?
No, it's not.
yeah. Just every step, just creak. Ooh.
Fine. But it's mine.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if anyone for that to happen to, at least it's, the forge,
Yeah.
forge cleric.
Oh, I would have fought someone.
Well, yeah.
This is all I wanted. I wanted this motherfucker. That's the only thing I wanted from fucking Gilmore.
I know.
This motherfucker.
Could try casting mage armor on you if you can't move in your current armor. I don't know what your dex is though. I don't know how much that would help.
It's fine.
Okay.
This is a problem for later. When
Yeah.
the sky's not literally falling.
Yeah.
So where are we going?
Well, now we need to find a way to get into the subterranean tunnels underneath Gillimore to find out what is causing the disturbance in the gravitational pull of the Earth motes.
You guys would remember the cave entrance.
Yeah, we've been there.
They've
Yeah.
been there.
Yeah, me, Dark Knight, and Briar have been there. Follow us!
You guys head back into Gillimore. No other islands have fallen from the sky, so that's the good news.
Okay. Nice.
You make your way down into the subterranean section, walking through the restricted area, as there is currently nobody there to stop you.
No, we also have Fisseldorf Seal anyway.
Yeah, that too. Before coming across a large gate that appears to be closed and locked.
Alright. I'm still the best person with thieves tools, right? Nobody's proficient?
No.
Alright, cool.
You do not see any visible lock on the gate.
Oh. I hold up Fisseldorf's seal to the gate.
It does nothing.
I touch Fisseldorf's seal to the gate.
It also does nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. The gate itself looks very smashable.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So it's less of like a magic gate and more just a
Gate.
obstruction.
Yeah.
It's like a fence more than a gate.
Listen.
Well, it is a gate.
A gate opens, Josh.
Well, this does open as well.
But there's no lock. There's no visible lock, but yet it's locked.
Yep.
How can something be locked yet not have a lock?
Schrodinger's gate.
That's not how that works.
Well, it's all out of the box now, Josh. So
Somebody
it's
hit the damn gate.
Cyrix, I think this fence
Flash.
requires your special attention.
Sad.
Cernix's special lockpick.
Oh boy, I don't get to use my lockpicks much. Smash.
All right. You hit the fence with your hammer, and it just on impact, just crumbles into pieces. You watch as the metal of the fence warps, seemingly around itself endlessly before just turning to dust.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck? Well, that's new.
It seems to be very
open.
effective against metal.
Wonder why.
K2 just becomes very self-conscious of all the metal he's wearing right now.
It's fine. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going, man. You gotta lead this shit.
I mean, I don't know where we're going either, but I will lead this shit.
Yeah. You guys walk into the exclusionary zone beneath Gilmore, journeying through the various pathways that navigate under this floating city before coming across an intersection. Down one way, it is darkened and looks like it hasn't been used in a long time. And down the other way, it is well lit and looks like it continues on for a while.
Well, logic dictates we go down the well-lit path, yet my gut is telling us to go down the road less traveled.
The dark and spooky path.
Yeah.
Hello, my baby. What is it?
Alright. Let's go dark and spooky.
Dark and spooky.
Spooky.
Alright, you guys venture down the dark and spooky path.
I cast light on the banner that Salvex carries.
Alright, you guys venture down the light and spooky path.
If I remember right, the Dragonborn are still blind in the dark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
You come across another intersection. Both start sloping downward. One continues straight, and the other one ventures off toward the right. Both at a downward angle.
Let's see. Down and straight, or down and gay? I mean, right. I mean, this is a less obvious of a choice. It's literally one continues going one direction, and the other one there's like a little curve to it. Which way do we have to turn to go dark and spooky?
Well, they're both dark and spooky.
No, I mean the first
Original dark and spooky.
The
Oh, the
dark and
original-
spooky we're currently finding ourselves in.
The you had to turn left
Left.
to go down the dark and spooky.
You guys just want to keep turning left until we run out of lefts?
Eventually, something will happen.
Yeah. All right.
And then it goes.
Left wall.
All right, left wall. You venture down the left, rounding downward and around a small corner, and continue traveling for another 20 minutes down this pathway before eventually coming across a section that looks like it's collapsed, and you are standing at the top of it as you venture down a long corridor full of debris that heads in a downward direction.
Well,
And it's like completely collapsed, or like we could like climb over the debris.
You can climb over the debris. It seemed like it was an open cavern at one point that just had parts of the ceiling collapse down into it.
Does it look like it was recently collapsed, like possibly by these gravitational shifts, or is this like old collapsed?
This one seems like it's older.
Okay.
Pluto, do not.
My gut is telling me that this is an old collapsed tunnel, and thus is unrelated to what's going on outside, and we should go and check the other path before
venturing further down this one.
Yeah, because this is old and collapsed. Like nobody cares. Nobody seems to care about this one. If the other one is a dead end, then we can come back here and climb over this rubble.
Enough.
All right, we'll head back to the crossroads and go down the one that went down and to the right.
Okay. You head down that way, and you walk for a while before eventually seeing a very small speck of light off in the distance.
I mean, that's a start.
And as you continue following the path, it opens into a very large cavern. The ground of which is unlit, but there is a walkable path. It looks like about 50 feet up that circles the cavern. That looks like it's lit up.
So kind of like an underground quarry looking thing.
Yeah, basically.
Or what about like down below? Like what is there? Does it go down into anything or?
Nope, you're on as low as it gets.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's like entering like a gladiator coliseum. You'd be the gladiators at this point, but there's an area up above.
Right.
And that area is lit. It's just a walk path around the upper portions of the cavern that's lit up.
Let's walk out into the opening of this wide open arena to see if anything attacks us, and then we'll go check up top. Let's go trigger a cutscene. Let's see what happens.
Okay, let's go. Cutscene.
All right, you walk toward the middle of the area, and you find, as you get closer, there are scraps of metal that seem to just be kind of tossed around in this section. And as you reach the middle, it looked like at one point there was something here. Something big. That is not currently there. As the scraps of metal just kind of stop, leaving this approximately 20 by 20 space in the middle that is relatively unused, or well, not unused, but relatively empty, as there is no scraps of metal within it, but there are scraps of meat.
Ugh.
And some chewed bones. They are not humanoid bones.
That's... Well, a
Does it
creature
look like?
bedded down?
Well, when you say scraps of metal, like scraps of metal, like little bits of metal, like buried in the dirt, or are you saying like scraps of metal, like this empty area, there might have been like a metal structure that has since exploded or something, and scraps flew everywhere.
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
Anybody that would like to can also make a nature check.
25.
There aren't any indicators that there was a structure here.
Okay.
There's nothing that was dug into the ground or anything of the sort. They are small scraps of metal, but they don't appear like they were coming from a building of any kind.
Okay. Well, I was thinking like a cage.
Not a cage either. They're smoother than you would find like a rough make of a cage, and they don't look to be constructed.
So they're more like slag.
Similar to slag.
Okay, interesting.
So I'm gonna try this, but
Yeah, I'll also roll a nature check. Why not?
oh, hold on.
I've got a +5.
Holy shit! What the fuck?
Yeah, as you both kind of look closer, taking a few of these scraps of metal and putting them closer to each other, they appear to be scales.
Oh fuck.
These ones are not colorless, but they're not anything that you've seen before.
And they're actually metal, right? Like it's not like
These are actual metal.
like it's not like a metallic dragon has scales that look like metal. These are actually metal.
These are actually metal.
Interesting.
Yeah, but they do look like dragon scale.
Right.
Yeah, she's gonna grab a couple of those and just like honestly just like taste and just what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Anybody currently wearing metal armor?
Oh no.
Oh shit.
That is not Serenix. Or K2.
Oh,
Because you
okay.
could not be moved.
Hey.
Actually, yes, you can.
Oh.
Oh, cut with the chain.
Yeah,
Cool.
But the chain itself is a move.
I know.
Okay.
I think that is Thale.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Does Thale wear metal armor? Or that he was light armor?
I
I'm
don't.
wearing half plate.
Which-
If I were to cast freedom of movement on myself, would it?
do you have?
This
You
is
have the opportunity.
yeah. There is not the opportunity to do so unless you would have done so ahead of time.
I would have. Well, I was going to ask earlier, but I forgot, and people kept talking about things that I thought were more important, so I kind of just lost track of it.
I
But,
mean, yeah. If you would like to cast freedom of movement on yourself, you certainly can.
yeah, I think.
Okay.
So it does
Cool.
not make you immune to this. Serenix, you were the only one currently immune to this effect.
God damn it. Okay.
So how exactly is that like affecting the immovable chain? Because if it's is it like
It is nullifying the magic of your chain.
oh got it okay,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not dispelling it. It's just nullifying.
No, it's just nullifying it.
All right, cool.
So it is if we're wearing metal armor, correct? Not.
Correct. Metal weapons. So if you are not wearing metal armor, but you have a metal weapon, your weapon would be pulled from your grasp.
Oh, am I just gonna get pelted with shit?
No, it's
Okay.
much worse than that.
Oh.
It's more trying to think if the banner sphere would be made of metal. Probably.
Yeah.
It is draconic. Well, it is draconic though. Like from a dragon.
Well, wait, hold on. I just thought about this too, because technically, everything Thale has, from his armor to his weapons, is made out of ironwood, melted down ironwood. But ironwood is not technically a metal. That's So that's not me just pulling that shit out of my ass. That is canon to his character and his backstory as I wrote it.
Yeah. All right. What do you have on you that's metal?
I don't know that I have. If I so, do I have any
like your
weapons
sword?
that aren't? I was like, well, no, my swords are also made out of
They're
ironwood.
ironwood. Yeah.
But I was gonna say, let me check in. Well, would the shades of the past be made out of metal?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Okay, shades of the past. So that's one thing. But yeah, every other weapon I have is made out of ironwood.
So you would be unaffected then, but your Shades of the Past is not. So your Shades of the Past is pulled from you.
Okay.
As this effect happens, I would say your spear's probably not metallic enough to be affected.
Well, I do still have other metal weapons though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those
yeah.
would be pulled.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep. So the two of you and Serenix, you are completely unaffected.
Okay.
For the hammer.
Yep. So K2.
Yay!
I'd say Briar probably stayed back just for this.
For once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is just K2.
Yep, it's just me.
Does Darkalion
wear armor.
Yeah, it doesn't wear armor.
Well, if he wore armor, it would completely negate all of his monk abilities.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So K2, you are
It's just
pulled.
me.
You're pulled 100 feet into the air.
Oh! It's a good thing you can fly natively.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and you slam into something metallic.
Oh.
You don't take any damage, but
Sure.
as well as all of the weapons that you guys would have that are metallic, also get pulled 100 feet into the air and slam into this object. And then K2, you are released from it. Thankfully, you're able to fly. So.
Yeah, K2 has to dodge like a metal chain, my original banner spear, and a giant fucking Zweihander. Oh, fucking shit. And probably my bow too.
as all of the weapons then
Yeah.
come descending back to the ground. So everybody on the ground needs to make dex saves.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, good. So I just got pulled. I didn't like take any damage, right?
Yeah, no, there's no damage involved in it. You just got pulled. Yeah, the damage would have been if you couldn't fly.
Yeah, because then you would have
Yeah,
fallen. Yeah. Cool. I'm questioning if I even need to roll. I have a -1.
It's not that high of a DC.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine.
So Serenix
Holy shit.
and Salvix take 7 piercing damage.
Yeah, that checks out.
Various items come falling down.
I can't
That's
use
fine.
deflect Mitchells to protect somebody.
No, that's not how that works.
I know.
Oh.
Yeah, and then
Essentially.
K2, you feel the rumbling of. Oh, you wouldn't feel it. You would hear the rumbling as the ceiling above you begins to shift.
Oh shit.
Oh, good.
Oh. Well,
We walked into a lair.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of had that feeling, but like,
Yeah, it's just like, where's the entity? Yeah, where's the
where's
monster?
the leak, ma'am?
Yeah, as you notice the this portion of the cave is unlit, so the colorless scales of the metallic dragon begin to.
Are they actually colorless, or are they like drab gray?
Well, in the dark, they are gray.
Okay, that's different than colorless, Josh.
How
whatever.
How high up is it? Because the light spell is still active.
But it's
But
active
it's
on
the
me.
sphere.
Yeah. You got pulled 100 feet.
Yeah.
Right. Right, that's what... Oh, 100 feet, that's right, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You got pulled 100 feet away from me, and I have the light spell on me.
Right, yes.
Because it's on my spear.
Right.
As the dragon just releases itself from the ceiling, and just falls to the ground.
Jesus, okay.
Just narrowly narrowly avoiding everybody, including K2,
Oh, good.
as it kind of just
Yeah,
falls.
doesn't take K2 from the top rope.
Yeah, not with too much care, but with enough care to not hit anybody.
Cool.
Before landing on the ground, next to everybody, except for K2.
Yeah,
And
it's
Briar.
definitely like as everything just kind of falls. Sarah's just definitely just yells out, fucking draconic, like, God damn it, this fucking continent!
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just does like the cringe while she's trying to hide from the falling things. And that obviously doesn't work, but you know. It's fine.
Yeah.
And,
Does anybody do anything immediately?
Does it look hostile?
Hard to tell.
Okay.
Take the dodge action.
The dodge action.
That's fair, though.
Yeah. It
mean,
seems
I'm
to
alert.
currently just be sizing up everybody, inspecting you.
kind
has-
of a
has
turn
not
and just
made
a
any
wave of just hi.
Hostile intent known.
Hello?
Hello?
Listen, Serenix's strengths are not.
Serenix not good speak words. Unless the speak words are gremlin words.
Yeah. So it's kind of turn just hi.
Do you say it in common?
No.
Say it in Dwarvish.
Oh shit! I didn't realize I was muting. I was muted. I said as soon as the dragon dropped, I said that I would greet the dragon and I would do it. I would do so in Draconic.
How do you greet it?
Just blessed day, dragon.
Pleasant day.
It relaxes a little bit as it sits down onto its back legs, making sure to raise its head high above most of you. And its booming draconic voice seems to fill the cavern as it says, I have awoken from my slumber.
I hope you found it to be a peaceful respite.
I am very hungry. What
Does
offer
anyone have anything?
for me?
Well, I have an assortment of rations. Otherwise, it's the meager means that we have would not ought satiate a being such as yourself. I suppose we could go and hunt something.
As soon as he started speaking Draconic, K2 would have subtle spell cast Faultless Diction. See how, other than Briar, he's the only one that can't understand this thing.
Fair.
Do you have any particular taste for anything? Is there something that you have a particular desire for that we could maybe seek out for you, native to this environment?
I require meat for consumption and metal for fuel.
Are you very picky about the type of meat?
Edible, preferably.
That is manageable. Do you have a sense of scale of how much you would be seeking exactly? I just don't want to bring you, I don't want to offer chicken feed to a phoenix, as it were.
Don't bring me dragon meat.
Yeah, I was hoping more for a proportionality sense, but that's good to know. Cannibalism is generally considered a sin in most religions, mine included.
Most creatures that your small frame could carry are suitable.
Excellent. Any particular forms of metal, just scrap metal, raw ore, and...
Raw ore would be the best.
Alright.
The most fulfilling.
I can't imagine that those two things would be particularly difficult to track down. What is your name, good dragon?
You haven't earned that.
Fair enough. Well, does anyone else have questions for the kind dragon?
I mean no niceties. You're running out of time.
Understood. Well,
Yeah.
I will begin the search for beasts with which to supply you with meat, and I'm sure one of my associates will be more than happy to begin the search for ore. Let's come along. We're going hunting.
Tyrannix just kind of like waves them. Have fun. Don't get him killed.
If he dies, I can bring him back. It's fine.
Yeah, that's who I was talking to. Oh. Alright, well, I guess ore hunting is now a thing I'm doing.
Okay. Where would you like to start?
You know, that's a great idea. Sorry, great question. Fuck if I know.
See, this is the part where Krista's character fucks over Krista's other character by telling the dragon of a really cool silver mine to the south.
Jeez.
Yeah, we all about that desert life now. Fuck that ocean bitch. Just kidding.
But then Sarnath doesn't get pretty shiny.
True.
We must maintain the balance.
I'm just saying, this seems slightly problematic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a spell that I vaguely remember. I don't even know if it actually exists or not.
Mm.
For turning wood into iron.
No. I think that's a transmuter wizard thing.
It is.
Yeah.
Man, type of magic that K2 can't use.
There's
Now I've
quite
seen
a bit.
everything.
So here's the fun problem with all of this. Mainly, well, Sarah next would know things. Krista does not understand geology. She likes the pretty things that come out of the world, and that's the most I understand from it.
Quit the like the shiny rock, but no idea where to find shiny rock.
Yeah. So, yeah. But also just, all this feels so sus. It feels like if we do this, then, like, we're just setting the world on fucking doom status. So it's fine.
Maybe we're appeasing an ancient evil and sending it back to nappy times.
You don't want fuel when you're going back to nappy times.
Yeah.
If it goes back to nappy times, then it can't bother anybody. At least not for like a couple hundred years, and then it's somebody else's problem.
Yeah, yours again.
Yeah, she's just gonna like walk away from Big Dragon Dude and to K2 came back down to the earth, right?
Yeah, he would at least at this
Yeah.
point.
Just so visitors say anything about sleeping fucking dragon under here?
No,
Mm-mm.
he just said whatever is down here we're supposed to hit with the hammer. Do you think we're just supposed to hit the dragon with the hammer?
You know,
Two ways to find out.
that's an idea. Kind of scared to try it though.
One, we do it. Two, we double check with Fizzledorf.
Yeah, let me send him another message and then we'll decide what to do. I will send Fiddledorf another message. It says, hey, so we found the thing that is causing the disturbance. There's like straight up a metallic dragon down here, and when I say metallic, I mean made of metal. And he eats metal and also creatures. He hasn't attacked yet. What should we do?
Oh, that means it's woken up. You'll have to put it back to sleep.
Send another message. How the hell do we do that?
Overfeed it or something. Night time.
Oh my god.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Okay. Well, he said. Sounds like he knew about the dragon, and that to get it to go back to sleep, we actually do need to like overfeed it. So I guess let's go find some metal, some fuel and whatnot. I thought he was gonna tell us to like draw it away somewhere, but I guess not. Well, if that is the case, I am going to go back into the tunnels and start prospecting. See if I can
Treasure hunting.
find any like veins that we could use to um find enough metal to keep this thing satisfied.
Alright, yeah. The two of you can go ahead and make nature checks.
Oh no.
I am going to enhance ability myself to give
Ooh.
myself advantage. Wow,
Wow. Would you like to re-roll that?
I would.
And guidance.
Well, thank you.
Hey, Datacon, I guess if you want to, you can also make a nature check.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna go up.
What
Oh,
part
that
of this
sounds
are
better.
you joining in on?
Nice.
There you go. One less
15,
than,
hey.
than Xenix.
The Serenix and K2, you both find a very strange. You're aware that it's definitely an iron vein. It has
Okay.
the same properties that a normal iron vein would have, but you would also be able to tell that the residual gravity, like pull in this area, makes this a tougher iron.
Hmm.
You're still able to mine it. It just has different properties than regular iron.
Okay.
Darkalion, you are able to find a more hidden vein of mithril
Ooh.
that would have the same property. It is denser, shares the same property as normal mithril, but is slightly enhanced.
I'd point that out for us.
Ooh, mithril. Holy shit.
I get it. Yeet.
Darn, I left my diamond pickaxe in my chest.
Damn. So I always hate when that shit happens, man.
Are there mining tools nearby?
You would have seen some on your way down.
Great.
I run back and get them faster than anybody could.
Fast as fuck, boys.
I'm back.
All
Here
right.
you go.
Oh, okay. Thank you. God damn.
Meow.
I would like to animate the mining tools to mine the stuff for us by themselves.
Yeah, easy enough.
Hell yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what,
it would-
205 feet a minute? Or a second? Or
Well,
around?
you have to be careful with it. You don't want to destroy the ore.
Oh, no, I'm talking about my running.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, something like that. It's a lot. That's what I know.
It's a lot.
It's approximately a lot per second.
Yeah, it's 205 around.
God damn.
So yeah, you I'd say it would take the tools probably an hour to mine out a good chunk of the iron and mithril.
Oh. Animate objects only last a minute.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, it would get a pretty good chunk done in a minute.
Okay. Well, shit. Let me check something actually.
Yeah.
Ugh. One moment, please. Holy shit, it's taking forever to load.
While he does that, do we want to go to the hunters?
Sure. Hunters. Survival check.
By the way, there's a fucking ocean nearby. I bet there's plenty of fish in it.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, that's true. It's more the matter of getting enough.
Hold on. Let me give myself some owl's wisdom here.
Okay.
So,
Oof.
All right. Are you choosing to try to hunt in the water or on the land?
I'm assuming K2 again told it like the little thing he said about the fish. I'm assuming he actually told that to us before we left. So I would be trying to catch fish.
I mean,
Okay.
it would be immediately obvious.
Yeah. You catch a bunch of fish. Small fish.
Hmm.
You get like 2 nets worth of fish.
I don't know that this will be enough to satiate the hungers of the dragon.
Doubtful.
Should we look for more beasts on land, or do we continue out here? What do you think would be best?
I rightly have no idea.
Say, if we were to like travel, I don't know, just like slightly further down the coastline, would we be able to continue fishing? Try our luck again, see if we can do a little better.
You can certainly try.
I will do that. We won't go too far because I want to still be able to use my owl's wisdom, but we'll go far enough away that we feel like we've put a decent distance between where we were just fishing and where we begin again. It's like maybe like 15 minutes of walking.
Sure.
Yeah.
You may try again.
Hell yeah!
All right. Yeah. This time you catch a small whale. in your nets,
Jesus.
Nice.
as well as another net full of fish. So you have
Now I see.
3 nets of fish and a small whale.
Define small.
It's a large creature.
Okay.
I think that this will be enough.
About how large was the dragon? Like 20 by 20?
It's a gargantuan creature.
Perhaps.
Are you doubtful?
Oh.
If it's been
Hey.
hibernating for a significant amount of time.
That's true.
Oh, hey, Cryptolite.
I kind of forgot you guys weren't there when we were talking to Fizzledorf.
Yup.
So Sarnix will send and be like, "Hey, oops. Oh fucking god, how much is this? 25.
25.
Hey, oops. Fizzledorf says to overfeed the fucker. We gotta send it back to sleep.
How long would we be able to keep all this fish out, though, before it starts to, like, go bad? Because I have no problem with continuing to catch more. I just don't want to bring him rotten fish and have him get pissed.
Fish doesn't spoil that fast.
Yeah, it would take a long time.
Yeah. It would take a few hours.
Okay. Second question. How are we going to be transporting all of this fish?
That's the better question. Because it's basically going to take both of us to take the whale.
What do you, or what's your survival score?
Who?
Alright. Do you have any confidence in your ability to craft a small, like, I don't know, just like a platform with, like, poles on the ends of it that you and I could, like, stand on either end of it and carry the platform?
That depends entirely on if there's the necessary stuff to create such a thing around.
Let's see here.
I don't know if there's, like, foliage required to do that.
Would this, would the shoreline or whatever that we find ourselves on not be a sandy shoreline, Mr. God?
We can call it a sandy shoreline.
That still doesn't necessitate the proper foliage.
Well, if it's a sandy shoreline, I'm going to continue my investigation of the, or my inquiry rather. What is the, what is the biome of this environment?
It's plains.
Alrighty. So if nothing else, I suppose you could weave together a larger like net or something of that sort.
I mean, if we get
for us
super
to carry
technical,
more on.
we can go Minecraft terms, so we can call it an amplified plains.
Are there trees on an amplified plane?
There's a couple.
Would there be enough long grass, that sort of foliage, which I'm assuming because it's a plane, and enough trees around for him to craft some sort of macabre platform that we could use to carry a larger assortment of these fish back than we would be able to carry with just like the insides of the nets?
I mean, it would take a while, but you could fashion out of like plant fiber. You could fashion a large net. Like that would definitely be possible. It's just hard to say how long it would take since none of you have done it.
True.
Let's see here.
Possible, yes. Sensible, hard to say.
You have an alternative.
Not specifically, no. I'm not really used to this kind of work.
Maybe we transport these back to, or one of us at least, begins to transport these back to the cave mouth. And then once everything is back to the cave mouth, whoever is doing the transporting can either bring back whoever continues to fish has caught in that time, or we can continue to fish as a unit until we have a sufficient amount that one of us needs to again begin to bring it back towards the cave mouth. And then once we have everything there, we can gather up several of us and bring as much of it as we can to him at a time, and so that we're not feeding him in small portions and upsetting him with the delayment of a large meal.
Hmm.
My fear is that if we feed
I would
him
say
in
as well
multiples
that
at a time-
you guys could have grabbed Briar for this as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that does add another body. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's assume we have Briar here then.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well. It may be best then, yeah, for some of us to remain. So there's only 3 of us.
So I think it should be the 2 of us with the highest survival score. So me and I'm assuming Briar, if she's got a
Well,
survival
the survival
than
score
2.
was to find a decent fishing spot. It's the
okay.
amount of time now that you would spend.
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah, then I guess who would be able to transport these the fastest? I mean, what's your strength score?
1.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah, Briar's is not, so.
Briar's is 12.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, would you rather transport things back over there and then help me and Briar continue fishing? Or would you rather I do that and you and Briar continue fishing and I help you two once I'm done?
I think it makes more sense for you to stay, considering the natural 20.
Okay.
So yeah, I can do it. Just over time, basically.
All right. Then Briar and I will continue to fish. I guess Alex will begin transporting our catches back to the cave, and I suppose presumably communicating our intentions to the rest of the party if they are there and available to speak with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they would be. You'd hear the pickaxes going when you got there.
Okay.
Well, actually, we would probably be done by the time they got there because I found the thing I was trying to find.
Oh, okay.
So, K2 is going to remember a old fairy tale that he had heard a long time ago about a fey-like creature called a Brigadoc that has the they're these little like bipedal mouse creatures that go around and mine and make tunnels and whatnot. That have the unique ability to complete an hour of work in 1 minute, and he is going to and he is going to cast use Wish to cast Conjure Woodling Beings at 8th level to conjure 24 of these little fuckers.
Oh, mind thrust.
Oh my god.
That's hilarious.
Man, you should send half of those guys to go do fishing.
Well, I think the spell only lasts for like an hour.
Yeah, the spell lasts an hour. So
Yeah.
they wouldn't be able to do that. Thank you, Wandering Beyond the Witchlight book, because that's where these little guys were introduced.
God.
That makes sense.
God, I love fairy bullshit.
Yeah, no kidding. Goddamn fey fuckery.
Let's take a 5-minute break.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, baby.
Fair.
That's very fair.
Okay, I guess we'll take a 5-minute break.
Are we out?
I mean, I sure, because I don't have a break screen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're just muted.
Oh, okay.
Oh, got it.
All right, then we are back.
All right, so I took the break to do some math, and in a matter of seconds, these little creatures mine out 374,000 pounds of ore.
Woo!
Holy shit.
That dragon's gonna have fuel for the next 300 years.
It's not just iron ore, by the way. They also did the mithril that was pointed out. There's also adamantite ore.
Oh shit!
That was hidden away amongst the rest of the ore. That you guys didn't find, but they did easily because they're like, "Ooh, ore," and they just kept going.
Ooh, piece of candy.
In a matter of seconds. And there's also ore you've never seen before.
Oh damn!
Oh, dip damn.
Yep.
Guys, we found the netherite.
Damn.
Being accomplished miners in their own right, do the Brigandox know what this ore is?
No.
They do speak common. Okay.
Yeah, they pull it out and they're like, I don't know. I've never seen it before. It is dense and heavy. Much like the rest of ore, but it is denser and heavier.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Are they directly like giving this to the dragon, or is it just like, oh hey,
You
we
guys are
found
too
this, mine
far
it,
to
and then
give it
just
to the dragon directly. They're just piling it where they can.
cool,
Yeah, so they're just throwing shit where they can. And
cool.
yeah,
Really could
matter of
have
seconds, they've created 24 piles of ore.
Are there like any like crates around that
Yeah.
we could have them put them in?
Yeah, there's plenty of
Alright.
crates around that you could gather up. There's any type of common mining supplies you would be
Okay.
able to find down here pretty easily.
Cool.
Before we give any away, I'm definitely taking like a fist-sized chunk of the mystery and add it.
Only a
Advantage.
fist-sized chunk?
Well, I can't carry a whole lot.
I mean,
Are you sure?
and
Aren't you pretty strong?
I
Isn't your
can.
strength 25
You know
now?
what? I don't have a bunch of random shit. Rava had a bunch of random shit in her bag.
Yes.
I don't have a bunch of random shit.
Yeah,
in my
grab a
house.
bunch.
A lot more.
Yeah, 25 strength, you can carry
A lot.
like 450 pounds of shit.
Seeing how there are hundreds of thousands of pounds of ore
Mhm.
here, I'm going to have the Brigandox section off a pile of mixed ore of various elements. Well, not like mix them in one pile, but like have 4 piles, just like
Segregate it out.
yeah, just like in a section, that I am then just going to cast teleportation circle to send just a shit ton of this ore back home. It's like, and this is my pile to be done with for whatever reason at a later date.
Yeah. Yeah, you send back a variety of this ore.
And the mithril and the enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could get one pile, honestly, in that teleportation circle.
Unless you cast it multiple times. Which, I mean, I guess it's up to you and how you want to spend your 5th and higher spell slots.
I mean, it's a 10-foot radius circle.
I
like,
don't
put a few
understand
piles.
how ore is measured. So I take a bunch.
Yeah, one pile would be 15 and a half pounds. Sorry, not 15 and a half.
How much?
155.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100. No, it's 15,583 pounds.
Yeah, because it was like 387,000.
Yeah, 384,000
Whatever.
roughly. So yeah,
Send
you have 15,500 pounds of ore.
Send a message to Reginald. Let him know I just sent a bunch of ore to him, and just put it in one of the warehouses.
Thank God the teleportation circle's in the basement.
Yeah, right.
It was
Right,
crashed
just
through
like
the floor.
top floor, just boosh, 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 boosh.
All right, time to open the teleportation chamber door. Opens it. Rocks. Oh, good.
This just in, Warwick has been reduced to rubble.
By Rebel.
By rubble. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Return to sender. So yeah, you effectively teleport 15,500 pounds of raw ore back to Warwick.
Woo!
That is valued immeasurably.
Yep.
Whoa.
You know, just diversifying my portfolio some more. Already started going into like the realm of high value art. Might as well add metallurgy into that.
All right. So Ceradix, you take some more, some of the adamantine and unknown ore.
Yeah. I don't have fancy circles like he do, man. I just got a bag.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You can take chunks.
I take chunks.
You take
man.
chunks.
And then,
You're a high level cleric. You can cast like Demiplane or something. Just throw a bunch of shit in there.
Yeah. Access Demiplane here, go home, access Demiplane here, pull all the ore out, and we're done.
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, so now she really is like a little kid, just walking around with like obvious rock sounds. What's in your pockets? Rocks.
Rocks. Yeah. Upon getting Fail's message, I'd be like, yeah, we're just about done here mining a shit ton of ore. Where are you guys with the meat?
Say, I would respond to it, be like, we've caught a small whale.
No,
And
at this point, you would have caught the fish.
just at this point, we just caught the fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Their
It
mining
takes a while.
operation took minutes.
Yeah.
Well, this
Yeah,
is
okay.
me replying to his message.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Because he messaged me when he was done with the
Yep,
meat.
that's right. Ignore what I said.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't have sent you like I didn't cast message. Salvix,
sending
when he brought the first load of meat back, would have communicated with the lot of you what
I
our
see.
intentions were.
I see. I thought I heard you say you were sending, but that's fine.
So that would have been the smarter decision, but no.
I was like, you're a cleric, you got it. Okay, never mind. Okay, then yeah, you would see that we're pretty much done with our mining operation. The piles have been put into crates, which we can then move however we see fit. Cyrnix and I have already stowed away our personal stashes of ore.
She just kind of pops up from like behind a pile, like holding a couple chunks. Just, I got rocks.
Yeah, so there's more meat coming, right?
Yes.
Oh god. I thought it was just Thale. All right. Cool.
Thale is still back catching
Oh,
fish.
Thale is back. Got it. Okay. Salvix came and told us.
Yes.
Got it. I thought it was Thale talking, so I thought Thale was the one informing. I was like, okay, cool. Salvix.
That's why she popped up and said she got rocked.
Nice.
Honestly, I don't know. I've been half paying attention.
All right, cool.
Salvix was sent.
Yeah, I do that much.
All right, cool.
Very
Seer,
tired.
do you want to go with Salvix and help Thale and Briar with the rest of the meat?
That would be beneficial, yes.
Okay.
I can go too if you need me.
I think between the four of us, we should have enough of a handle on it. Though, I won't say no to extra hands. We don't necessarily know how much time we have.
Yeah, even one more backpack would be helpful.
Mm-hmm. The dragon was already impatient. The longer we make him wait, the higher the potential cost might be. Part of me is still loath about this plan. It's because I do not know what it is planning.
Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one who feels absolutely awful about this.
Yeah, I was originally trying to come up with a plan to like maybe draw him away to another place so that he doesn't continue to affect Gillimore, but then we talked to Fizzledorf, and Fizzledorf was just like, "Oh, just put him back to sleep." So
It seems distinctly possible that the dragon is what's keeping Gillimore in its current state.
wait, what do you mean by that?
If
Like
it's
the
if
current
it's
state of it being
no,
shifted, or like the fact that it's zero gravity in general?
that
Well,
it
I
just
believe with Fizzledorf's research, he believes that the source of what's keeping the Earth motes aloft is the gravitational orb. The dragon, when it woke up, was started pulling things back towards the ground with his gravitational energy.
I question why he would want it just sleeping for this problem to only reoccur again when it wakes again. Something about it, just this whole situation seems off in a way that I can't adequately describe.
Maybe he just didn't want to force the dragon to leave its home, and so they came to a compromise. The dragon sleeps, and they don't bother it.
Oops.
I mean, the alternative would be to force the dragon out of its home or kill the dragon, which I don't really want to do either of those if putting it to sleep is a better alternative.
Alright. I don't know.
Like, so far it hasn't declared any malicious intent, he's just hungry because he's been asleep for a long time.
Right.
Which, honestly, I get a bit peckish when I wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
Alright. So yeah, the others will go get the food. I will cast animate objects on the crates to bring the ore to the dragon. And we will coordinate so that we show up at the same time.
As soon as the others show up to help with the fishing, inform us about the variations of ore that were found, I would cast sending to send K2 a message and tell him to make sure he puts aside some of the mithril and adamantite and some of that mystery metal for myself as well, and that he should remember that I'm a blacksmith and I'll make it worth it for him.
Yeah, I feel like there's plenty of leftover from what I was able to
Oh
put
yeah,
in the
there's
crates.
not enough boxes to.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and also there's no way that even a gargantuan-sized dragon is consuming
All of it.
374,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's more than its weight in metal alone. Like that, no.
that's more than its weight multiple times over.
Yes. Say, oh, trust me, Thale. There is plenty for the taking here. You don't have to worry about it running out.
Yeah, that would be a critical mass kind of deal.
All right. So you guys coordinate and arrive at the same time and present your offerings to this dragon.
And this is where we find out that the mystery metal is his own shit. Ooh, whoops.
Gross.
He is in the exact same spot he was when you left, as he watches you enter in and present the offerings in front of him. He leans forward and looks over everything and begins eating away at the fish. And then all of the metal, just the ores begin to break away and fly up into his mouth, and he just crushes them with his jaws. He only consumes a small bit of what you guys brought. And he sits back up. He does eat all of the fish, though. Everything he just eats.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We could assume that, quote unquote, fuel is more efficient than just food.
Yeah. And he pauses for a few seconds, and before speaking, he says, "Your offerings have appeased me. You may take any of the ore I didn't eat. I must sleep now."
Enjoy your respite, good dragon.
A minor illusion, a lullaby song.
Yeah, he stands up and walks over you guys back to the center of the cavern, and just plops over into it before falling back asleep.
What's your name?
And you notice all of the shards of the metal that were around the ground all fly up and form around him into like more of a cocoon-like structure. Yeah.
Interesting. Did he answer my question?
Oh yeah, sorry. As he's leaving and you ask, he said he would respond with, "My name is Galvorn."
Gelborn?
Galvorn.
Oh, Galvorn.
Yep.
Oh, like galvanic. Like me. Galvanized.
Who we got? Galvorn.
It was quite nice to meet you, Galvorn.
Alright, time to figure out how long it's been since the last time we woke up so we can mark that on the calendar.
All right. So yeah, you guys have, not that you haven't already done it, but you have free pickings of any of the ore he didn't eat.
Yay!
Hmm.
Here you go, Theo. You don't even have to go back to the where we mined it. There's still some left in the crates here.
Oh, wonderful. Yes, this will be perfect.
I'm so. How heavy did you say each crate was?
I didn't.
Oh, okay.
They're
thought that
light
was
enough
part of
you
the
could
math
carry
earlier,
them.
Sorry.
No, the crates were separate.
Yeah, the crates weren't too heavy because when I animated the crates, they get a strength score, so it has to be light enough for the crates to carry themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, given the rough estimate of each pile, you would have only gotten like half of a pile into all of these crates. Like,
Nuts.
there is so much ore. Like,
Yeah, and I'd fucking just completely stripped it with my Fey army.
yeah, I got like everything out of there. Just like, yep, no, we got it. We're done.
Like, fucking
yeah,
fucking-
yeah.
just nanobites just attacked the mine. It's like, holy crap.
Yeah, they
basically.
they came in with fucking laser drills and
You know, it was also ironic
Done.
that I summoned these guys with a wish spell because, like, the lore behind these guys is that they literally mine wishes.
It's kind of ironic.
Oh, hey, boys, we found someone that needs our help.
All right, cool. Well,
Okay.
once everybody's
That's all.
done looting,
I make Salvex take more.
Yeah, I guess.
So I'd be able to carry like a crate of each of these different types of ore.
A crate of each? No. Like, you can carry a crate because you only have two hands.
a crate that has each of the ore in it.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, we'll do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's smart. You do that.
yeah.
Sorry, I was also thinking of like those stupidly oversized crates,
No.
like people crates.
No, not quite that big.
No, I would just fill a crate, in thirds with each of the three better types of metals.
Not taking any of the iron.
It's extra dense.
Yeah, that
It is
doesn't
extra
mean
dense
anything.
iron.
You know what? The Manus Collectum will probably want to study it. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'll fill each like quadrant of a crate with each type of ore.
Gravitationally infused iron.
Yeah.
All right,
I
cool.
take a crate of shit also.
Yeah. Yeah, you stuff your bag and take a crate. Yeah.
Yeah, I know who I am.
Good thing we have a ship.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. But we have to.
I mean, honestly, like, you guys could, in practice, it would take a while, but you could get a lot of the ore out of this place.
Yeah, effectively take like the rest of the day.
Like,
I'm not doing that.
I already like sent a shit ton back home.
Yeah, we don't need that.
I don't need to empty this whole mine of ore. I'm sure the good people of Gilmore will want to have access to this new resource found underneath their city. Fucking make something of their town besides it being a tourist destination to look at floating rocks.
Yeah.
Aw.
Pretty much.
I just realized that we didn't actually confirm if this fixes anything or not. We're just like, oh yeah, drag
Well-
it back to sleep. We're good.
Well, I mean,
Sleep? That's what Fiddledorf asked us to do.
yeah.
Once he found out he was awake and was probably the cause.
He also told us to hit whatever it was with a hammer. So I mean,
Well, this is the pacifist route of that. There's two ways to knock someone to sleep: with a hammer or with food. We chose the latter.
Yeah. One of these is usually longer lasting.
Yeah.
Because that just might put him out for a few hours, and then he's gonna wake up pissed.
Yep.
And then what happened to Gillimore? It all fell.
It's Gilla-less.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright. Well, let's go report back to Fizzledorf and make sure that everything is stabilized.
Yeah, you head back to the surface and find that the cracking and shuffling sounds of the crust above has ceased, and everything appears to be normal.
Perfect.
I will point out to you guys as well that 1 pound of iron, regular iron, is probably worth around like a silver.
Yeah.
So I would estimate that 1 pound of mithril probably worth 200 gold. And we'll say adamantite's probably worth 1,000 gold a pound. Mithril could be worth 250. Could be. This unknown metal? Who knows?
Adamantite is worth 500 a pound, actually.
500 a pound? I don't know if they have any.
I remember seeing it somewhere.
I don't
Might
know
have
if it's
been in,
listed
like-
in the DMG or anything.
It might be
I-
like hidden away in like an adventure book where it's like,
Yeah.
here's a shit ton of adamantine. This is how much it's worth per pound. Just
Maybe.
like for example, like the
or like in an older edition.
in Dungeon of the Mad Mage, there's like all those like decorative mithril that you could tear out of the walls, and it gave you like a rough value of the mithril by pound.
Yep.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, we'll have to give a chunk of this new stuff to Fizzledorf so he can experiment on it and see what its properties are. Let's go talk to him.
Yeah, you guys take the lift up. It does not attempt to launch you into space. Yeah, you guys go back to Fizzledorf's lab, where he is attempting to put his stilts back together. And as you enter in, he goes, "Oh, good, you've returned. I feel these gravitational senses stopped. You're not being pulled back toward the Earth."
Yeah.
He went back to sleep.
Yeah, he went back to sleep. What's the deal with the dragon? You seem to know about him.
Oh yes, we've conducted several experiments on him and his scales. Actually, the hammer is made of him.
Wow.
Ah, so you haven't actually talked to him yourself.
No, he's been asleep for several decades at this point.
Okay.
I didn't actually know if putting him back to sleep would fix it or not, but it seemed like the most logical conclusion given he had probably just woke up. And that's when everything started going iffy.
Okay.
What did you feed him?
Well,
Yes.
yes. We fed him a lot of fish
A small
as
whale.
well. Yeah, a small whale. And so I recommend in the future maybe upping up the fishing trade a little bit, so you have a decent amount of surplus fish on hand in case he ever wakes up again.
We
Uh,
have to do that, yes.
Also, we fed him a bunch of rare metallic ore that we found in the catacombs underneath the city. Used a lot of that mining equipment down there to mine it out. There's still a lot of it down there. I also recommend using what's left over because he actually didn't eat that as much as we found. There's a lot down there. I recommend maybe like if someone is interested in starting up like a mining thing here in town or redeveloping the mining system. I don't know what the extent of the mining was beforehand. But yeah, maybe like starting like some metal works to kind of make some exports here in the town.
That's a good idea. Oh, I have an idea. We could use this newfound fishing industry you're talking about, coupled with this mining industry to potentially create trade from Gillimore. And then we'll become more than just a trade hub, or more than just a
tourist town.
A tourist town / magic facility.
Yeah,
we could grow maybe and expand beyond the size of Brand with our tourism and our mining and fishing industries.
Yeah, there you go.
Magic.
Yes.
And we float.
All of those things. Yeah.
Yes. This is
really
brilliant.
Develop like a harbor down there on the cliffs and whatnot.
I will have to write a letter to the king to have him send guards. If this is as lucrative as you make it sound, we will need protection. We don't have walls.
I would definitely do that. You will need protection because there is some high value metals down there, as well as one that I honestly think we discovered. I've never heard of it. The creatures I summoned to mine it never heard of it.
I thought you said you mined it yourself.
We use the equipment down there, but I mean, why mine it myself when I can summon fey creatures that love mining to do it for me?
Of course, I would have done the same thing. That makes sense.
But anyway, I put a hunk of the mysterious metal on the table in front of him. Have you ever seen this before? And if not, can we name it?
He looks at it bewildered as you put it down, and after like 10 seconds he stops like, huh? Sorry, what? What did you ask?
If you've never seen this before, can we name it as we're the ones that discovered it?
I was going to lie to you, but I figured I probably shouldn't. I've never seen this before.
I was actually what? It turns out that this metal isn't amnestic, but only on gnomes.
Yes, I believe as the if nobody else has found this ore, which I've never heard of it, and you might not be able to find it. I mean, some of you look like you've seen a forge before. If you don't know what this is, I doubt anybody else does.
I have no fucking idea what this is.
So
I would assume
I
that
do
looking
believe
at
that
it, I don't know anything about it.
I do believe that by the laws of discovery, that you are entitled to name it.
Hell yeah.
Well, maybe before we go and give it an official moniker, we should study the properties of it and maybe derive a name from said properties.
That's a good idea. I've also got a placeholder as well. Just like in the meantime, that if we decide that sticks, we could also do that.
I mean, you guys could charge anything you want for this. Well, except if you mention that there's more under there, I might charge less and undercut the market. But
All depends on how
Nope,
useful
we took it all.
is.
damn, you took it all. Okay. Well, either way, it's a very fascinating discovery, and I am very appreciative of you showing it here. Is this chunk for me?
Yes, I want with the condition that I want you to study it to find out what the properties of the metal are, so that we can give it a effective name. If we don't like the one that I just thought of right now.
I will put aside all my projects and begin research on it in the morning. I very much need sleep.
Understandable.
I'll send you a message when I figured out what it does.
Sounds good.
I have no idea how long this will take. Maybe I should hire a blacksmith.
I was actually gonna ask, like, I mean, I am a blacksmith and have been for over a century. Would I be able to help him study the properties of this metal?
I mean, he's gonna be doing that over a few days.
Yeah, I mean he's going to be at this for a while. He wants to study the properties of the raw ore, and then he wants it made into an ingot, so that he can figure out if it has any different properties as an ingot, and then he wants to craft it into an item to see if he can figure out
No.
if it
If it can even be made into one.
yeah, if it's even possible, and if properties carry over, and then he wants to make other things out of it as well.
How much would you pay me for the ingots, and how much would you pay me for the item? And also, what item would you like it to be?
Well, I would like it to be the same, or start to finish, so that I can study properties and how much. If we just do it based on things that you send me, I can't draw any conclusions from that because it would be a different experiment subject group. And there's plenty of ore down there, and I could just hire somebody with the excess of the iron and the mithril and the adamant and my own research funds given to me from Warwick. I think at least for now I should be okay with my own funding. But if in the future I need more of it, I can contact you all and offer to pay amounts that would be fitting of such research.
Fine.
Oh, he's gone.
He's
Oh.
dead.
He wasn't happy. he got snubbed. Yeah, Thale, I think that might be a bit more of a commitment than you're willing to make at the moment, as we gotta go do our thing.
All right. Oh, that's fine.
But hey, we can also, like, we're gonna have a lot of free time on the ship. We can do our own research on this metal as well.
Yes, I would like that a great deal.
Alright. It's just not going to be as good of research on the seas as it would be in a Archmage's lab.
I'm sure we will make do just fine.
Yeah. It's fine. Cool. With that, let's head back to the ship.
All right. You guys head back to the ship and begin your journey to Sarnath, and we'll go ahead and call session there.
Heck yeah!
Sounds good. So I will end the recording here. So thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.